Do you wish you could auto pick up shards, glyphs and gold in Last Epoch? Or perhaps you would like to see whether that new unique piece that you've just dropped is an upgrade for you. If so, then this video is for you. There are quality of life mods available in Last Epoch to make your life easier. But there's a catch. They require installing external mods, so you can use them only in fully offline mode. So, if you want to play online, then this is not going to be helpful for you. In this video, I will show you the quality of life features these mods allow. I will also guide you on the installation process, which is actually quite straightforward. And hey, if you find this video a valuable source of information, then I would highly appreciate if you drop a like. It takes only a moment of your time, but helps with the YouTube algorithm jazz. Alright, so first let me show you what these mods actually do. There are a few quality of life improvements you can actually get in Last Epoch. But bear in mind that these mods allow you also to basically cheat your own game in single player. You can max your character's level, change the mastery, increase stats or drop any item you want. I won't be discussing these cheating options as in my opinion they ruin experience with Last Epoch. By using these cheats, you take away all the fun in the game, and as a result, you'll get very quickly bored with Last Epoch, so what's the point? So, the quality of life mods that I use are auto pickup shards, glyphs and gold, disable material pickup notifications, auto store materials, enhance item tooltips. You can also auto pick up the filtered items. Personally, I do not like that option since I find the loot filters in Last Epoch to not filter drops significantly enough to allow auto pickup of items. But back to the shards and the gold pickups. Auto pickup mechanic works really well. You do not see the shards nor the gold popping up on your screen, so it makes the screen so much less cluttered. I also disabled the materials pickup notifications, you know, the one that pops up at the top left corner of your screen when you pick up shards, letting you know which shards did you actually pick. If you decide to not disable these notifications, then the rapid UI pop-ups of picking up the shards will lead to a massive FPS drop. So I highly recommend you turn this feature on if you decide to use auto pickup. Auto storing is also very helpful to prevent additional unnecessary step of going to the inventory and clicking store materials, which right now you won't even see that you are picking up because you won't have notifications, so your inventory would get full very quickly. This feature has few options and I like the one that actually stores the materials every 10 seconds. And then we have enhancements to item tooltips, which are twofold. First, it shows which loot filter rule applies to that particular item. This is great for few reasons. One is when you wanna sort out your stash. Or say that you updated your loot filter and want to see which items are worth keeping. Or perhaps you want to see whether the loot filter works as you expect. It's a really neat feature. And then we have my favorite QOL mod in Last Epoch, showing whether you already own the unique item and if so, with what legendary potential. This is huge as with time you will collect a lot of different uniques and you simply won't remember which legendary potential you already have. This feature made my life much easier and helped me clean up my damn stash, especially since developers did not add legendary potential as filter option. So perhaps it all sounds good to you, but you wonder, will this get me banned? Well, the answer is no. If you play in fully offline mode, then you shouldn't worry about getting banned. Right now on the screen you can see a reply about mods from developers in one of Reddit's posts. I am sure we will hear from developers if their approach changes towards disallowing mods in offline mode, especially with how proactive these particular developers are with their communication. So, with that out of the way, how do you install these mods? First, we need to download required files. Melon Loader is required for all of the mods, so even if you decide to skip some mod that I am using, you still need to download that Melon Loader. I have added links to the description of the video for all of the files. Next, we install Melon Loader by running the exe file. In the installer, we click Select in the Automated tab. Then we point to our Last Epoch game folder, where we installed the game. Mine is in default location for Steam games. There we choose the Last Epoch exe file. Then we untick the latest in version option and choose version 0.6.1. This is an important step because the mods will probably not work with the latest version of the Melon loader. And lastly, we click install. On my screen I have reinstall since I already installed this app. Once installation is completed, we go to Steam to ensure we launch the game in the fully offline mode. Go to your library and to Last Epoch page. Click that Gear Preferences button on the right side of the screen and click Properties. In General window, we have launch options. I have it selected to always offline since I don't want to answer that question every single time I launch the game. Next, you should launch the game at least once before you install more mods. This ensures that all necessary files are created for Melon Loader. Furthermore, we have to unwrap the mod files we downloaded. We copy DLL extension file of the mod. Then we go back to our games installation folder where now we can find new folders created by the Melon loader. What we need here is mods folder, to which we paste the mod DLL files. Once we've repeated it for all the mods that we wanted to install, we can now launch the game. The item tooltip enhancements are enabled by default. We cannot turn them on and off from the panel in the game. The auto pickups, however, have to be manually turned on. You may notice that our pause window looks different now when we press the escape button to access it. On that screen we select Items tab. There's a lot of options here, but what we need for auto pickups is the middle column called Pickup. I suggest you copy the selection from my screen that you can see right now. And that's it. You get the mods installed and ready to use. To uninstall the mods, you need to delete the DLL files from mods folder or uninstall the Melon loader completely to get rid of all of them. I hope you found this guide to mods in Last Epoch useful. I am sure the modding community will make even more mods with time, as currently we have quite limited options. Keep an eye out on Nexus mods page for new add-ons for the game added with time. None of the mods were created by me, I am just simply showcasing them to YouTube audience. Perhaps some of you would love to use them but were not even aware that they exist, or perhaps did not understand how to use them. I would love EHG to implement at least some of these quality of life improvements in the game, so that we could use them without issues in online mode as well, and so that we do not have to rely on modders. Which of these quality of life improvements do you like the most? And perhaps there are some great mods out there that I have missed. Let us know in the comments section. Anyway, that's all from me in this video. Thank you for your time and I'll see you in the next one.